We are on Unit 2 Quiz 3 Study Guide question 19 and 20 on the advanced questions for finding distance quotient. So question 19, we have function of f like equals 1 over x plus 2. So in order to find my difference quotient, I have to use this equation. This formula, I'm sorry, this is the formula for difference quotient. So that means that I have to find out what is f of x plus h. So this is f of x plus h. That means that you substitute x becomes x plus h. So x becomes x plus h. So I'm going to substitute f of x plus h into this difference quotient formula, and then f of x into this one. So I'll have 1 over x plus h plus 2 minus 1 over x plus 2 divided by h. So there are two fractions, but they have two different denominators. So I have to multiply the same denominator. The LCD will be x plus h plus 2 multiply x plus 2. So that's why x plus h plus 2 I have to multiply by x plus 2 on top and at the bottom. And this one multiply x plus h plus 2 on top and at the bottom. So after that, you're going to have your common denominator x plus 2 times x plus h plus 2, which is your LCD. And then my numerator will be 1 times x plus 2, so it's still x plus 2, minus 1 times x plus h plus 2, so I have a parenthesis for this, and everything is divided by h. So after that, I'll distribute my negative terms into all the x plus h plus 2, so I have x plus 2 minus x minus h minus 2, and my denominator, which is my LCD, everything is divided by h. So x minus x, I can combine like term and cross them out. This is positive 2 and negative 2, I can cross them out. So I'll have negative h over x plus 2, x plus h plus 2. So this division sign means division, so I can divide it by h. So some people, if you don't want it divided by h, that means I'm multiplying the reciprocal of h. The reciprocal of h will be 1 over h. So this h and this h can cross out. So my final answer will be negative 1 over x plus 2, x plus h plus 2, because the h is being crossed out. So this will be my final answer. And now we're going to look at question 20. Question 20 is another advanced question for difference quotient, which is on the square root. So this is the formula for the difference quotient. And then I'm going to find out f of x plus h. F of x plus h, that means that x is substituted with x plus h. So x becomes x plus h. Everything is the same. I'm going to substitute this f of x plus h into here. So I'll have x plus h plus 1 subtract square root of x plus 1. Everything divided by h. So there's nothing you can simplify because all of them is under the square root, and you cannot find the square root of x plus h plus 1 and also x plus 1. So you cannot do it. So we have to think about what we can do in order to help me simplify this one. So there's a function, there's a difference of two squares that you have learned about in the past. So when I have a minus b times a plus b, I'll have a squared minus b squared. So I'm using difference of two squares, because if I can take the square of the first square root, then I can simplify with the square of the next square root. So this is why we are going to multiply a fraction that helps us simplify this expression. So I'm going to multiply the conjugate. The conjugate, that means that everything is the same for the expression, except you are going to have positive instead of negative. So everything is the same. So anything that you multiply on top, you have to do the same at the bottom. So that means that you are only multiplying by 1 instead of changing the whole question. So my first part is a minus b, a plus b. So I can make use of this difference of two squares. So I will get a squared minus b squared. So if this is a, so I'm going to get the square, something square, minus something square. Everything divided by h. So this is my a, x plus h plus 1 square minus x plus 1 square, square root of both. So this is my a and this is my b. So a squared minus b squared, everything divided by h. So square and square root cancel out, square and square root cancel out. So I'll have x plus h plus 1 minus x plus 1, everything divided by h. So after that, I distribute my negative x plus h plus 1 minus x minus 1, everything divided by h. So positive x and negative x cross out, positive 1 and negative 1 cross out. So you have h over h cross out each other, you'll get positive 1. So there will be the final answer for question number 20.